Now let me take you back for a second or two. Childhood raps take you back for a minute, when times were more simple and you lived with your parents. Before you went to college and you started paying taxes. Remember these shows that you watched as a kid. Childhood raps take you back.
Okay, you beautiful passengers, it is that time. This is a pretty big episode. Book 2, not Season 2. I know the playlist for Infinity Train Book 1 is marked Season 2. But, you know, hey, that is what it is. That's before we knew there was going to be a second part to this. So, Infinity Train, Book 2, Episode 1. It's a bigger episode than normal, so here is my subscriber bomb number 5. And that is, go on over there, check out Super Media Bros Podcast. They've got like 160-ish so subscribers. I know they're on other platforms, but here on YouTube, they don't seem to have that much of a following. So what a subscriber bomb is I send y'all over there, check out a channel. If you like it, bomb that subscriber button to somebody who deserves more subscribers than they have. So, with that said, as you can tell, I have changed the room up a little bit. I just put the bookshelves, both of them right behind me, put in a TV right here, put in the little case right there. That's going to be a few different game systems. I say a few, but honestly, it's probably just going to be 2 or 3. Got some pictures on the wall. I don't know how much y'all can see of everything. I'm not even done yet. I ain't got the Christmas lights up, nothing like that. So, yeah. Other than that, though, Book 2, Infinity Train, I don't know what to expect from this. We know we got I meant to say MT, Mirror Tulip. If you say it fast enough, it sounds like empty, as in EMPTY, empty. So maybe that's kind of a play on words. I understand the MP. Dang it, I said it again. The MT, the MT stands for Mirror Tulip. I understand that, but when I'm saying it, and, you know, like whenever, well, you know, I'm a truck driver, so when I'm sending my dispatch a message and I'm saying I've got an empty, I just sit there and short form it and say MT. My empty, MT, is such and such number. So maybe there's a play on words there. Maybe she's feeling empty, and maybe, you know, hey, there's a lot of things we can kind of play with this on. But ultimately, we all know that I'm wrong, and it all just stands for simply Mirror Tulip. So, other than that, wow. Actually, quick little, you know, history type thing behind that. That dresser that the TV is sitting on is literally my childhood dresser. I grew up with it. I've had it since I was like 6, 7, 8 years old. I have no idea. I plan on redoing that dresser. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just paint it a whole new color, put some new knobs on it, stuff like that. But it is my dresser from when I was just a wee little kid, a little smaller than what I am now, because I'll be real, I'm a short guy. But yeah, yeah, that's my dresser from when I was a kid. Other than that, let's just jump into this, because Book 2, Episode 1. So, yeah, let's find out what we're in for here, because I don't know I can't get words out of my mouth. I don't know about everybody else, but I know y'all are tired of me running my mouth. So, I'm going to put these earbuds in, and they're in. 3, 2, 1, and play. Created by Owen Dennis. Okay, where are we starting here? Is that MT? Yep. That's one way to cut your hair. Going all Mad Max on me. Turning into our own little Furiosa. So you're tagging everywhere that you go, huh? The carrot car. Hey, I was technically right.
Where am I?
Why am I
Somebody, a new passenger, is watching this.
For those those of you talking to me like I'm there in real
Because my theory was is he's doing this for the new passenger we're going to see. Granted, we know we ain't got her, but still, you know.
I'm a zero.
Oh, come on, sad one.
Denizens along the way to help you on your journey. Don't be afraid to reach out.
Oh! Crap. Anything that sees her reflection, they can find her. I completely forgot about that.
Dead end, Sliver.
Nothing is a dead end if you can climb.
406. Got it, buddy.
Okay, so they can go through anything that reflects. Wow.
Not until you're ground into dust.
Wow. That's actually kind of a gruesome way of thinking about things. Oh, man. MT would do great at American Ninja Warrior. Okay, so here's our deer.
Huh? Why did I hide behind the deer? Huh?
There's no escape, Sliver. We got you cornered. The last couple of months
Huh.
have been a great, truly great bonding experience.
Enough.
Okay, so I think I found the one out of the two that I'm going to like.
Thanks for the save. Why are you still here?
You know, when I'm thinking about it, this was a great way of bringing Tulip back without actually bringing her back.
Stuff, huh? So.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this one?
It's so soothing when an animal does that.
You don't care, do you?
This is not a bad car for her to stay in. There's no reflections.
Was a deer? Hey, come on, where'd you go?
Okay, so here's Jesse.
I'm Jesse. What's your name?
I don't care who you are. Why are you putting sunglasses on a deer?
Because it's funny. Look at him.
Got a point. Oh, take those off.
Oh, come on. Those are mine.
Yeah, dude, you have no idea.
All the cars here are really bright.
That's what the black paint is for.
Glasses. He's just living his life.
But he's my deer. Brought together by the sheer majesty of an incredible superpower deer.
No.
Okay, so does he do show choir?
Goodbye, and enjoy putting
Okay.
sunglasses on random animals.
That's it. Alan Dracula. Let's try it out. Hello. Have you met my dear Alan Dracula? Oh, yeah. Sounds like something I'd say. Good idea, Chrome Girl. Alan Dracula!
No!
Dude. Okay. So he was literally just falling as if he was just a toy. That's interesting. I know with this show, it makes it where we overthink things quite a lot. So maybe I shouldn't be overthinking that, because now he busted through the floor somehow, and then he started dropping. Wow. I'm gonna definitely have to rewatch this episode, or at least the key parts of the episode. It took me forever, though, to figure out, okay, what's the black paint for? And then, duh, of course, she wants to black out all the reflective surfaces that she goes by so that she doesn't get caught. And there is a ton of stuff that you can do with this kind of, things. Of course, we got MT. I gotta get away from saying MP, because, I play games like Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII. Well, pretty much Final Fantasy. And I think of when I think of initials like that, I think of MP, as in, magic points and stuff. But I got to get my head wrapped around MT. So, yeah. I feel like the theory of her also feeling empty inside, of trying to just find out where she fits in my opinion, she really could fit in well with that car that she went into with the forest and stuff, because there was no reflective surfaces whatsoever, with the exception of those sunglasses that Jesse put onto the deer. I don't know if we're going to keep calling the deer Alan Dracula or not, though. That's something that's, yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do there. But this deer is obviously something to it. I'm trying to think in my head what I'm thinking about with this deer so far is it adapts to what the person that they're, with is needing possibly at that moment. Or what's the better way of saying it? Maybe I don't know what I'm thinking. In my head I know what I'm thinking, but the words just aren't there. Maybe with Tulip, she was envisioning that the deer could turn different colors, and so it did. Blue and brown. And with Jesse, maybe he was hanging out with a deer and envisioned that it had laser eyes or something, and then it had laser eyes. Maybe, I just don't know why it would just all of a sudden stretch to get the leaves. Like like it was a giant giraffe or something. But then it had laser eyes too, so that was pretty cool. I wonder. This show is something that always gets you to wonder. So now we've got to watch out for any and all reflective surfaces throughout the whole series. And I'm glad that we got a chance to meet Jesse before the end of the episode, because I thought at first that we weren't going to be able to meet Jesse. I thought we were just going to see him for a minute, there at the very end or something, and just see them say hey to each other or something. So this is going to be a bonding experience between the two of them, from here all the way to episode 10. So, because obviously they're not quite getting along quite yet, but I know MT, she's going to end up showing him, that, hey, you're supposed to get your number down to 0 or something like that. Because, of course, she did watch that thing, on that screen saying, hey, get your number down to 0 and, you can leave the train. I don't know exactly what my first thoughts are after watching this episode. It keeps my interest, but for some reason I just feel like I'm missing something, which is a good thing that I'm going to end up seeing, episode 2 through 9. Not 2 through 9, but 2 through 10 as well, because whatever I'm missing is probably within those episodes. That sounds weird how I'm saying it, but yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out, I just don't know about that deer. It fell as if it was just stiff all of a sudden, as if it was just a little toy falling down the way. And that just makes me feel like it's still a theory in my head that this might all be at Oshkosh. And just in my head, granted, yes, when Tulip herself at the end of season 1 got back home, we can see that she was still missing her reflection. So, I don't know, maybe her reflection stayed within the video game that's at Oshkosh, and maybe she did go to Oshkosh for real. And, because I think it's about, one said one time in one of the shorts that Oshkosh, some people saw a movie about trains and then got on a train and went to Oshkosh and started a game developers, seminar or whatever. And I think maybe this might be one of the games that they started. Granted, back when they were just starting movies, the only games that were around was probably board games, but maybe it started as a board game, and then they turned it into a video game, because it was a video game design camp that Tulip originally wanted to go to, and maybe she did make it to Oshkosh, and then went inside this video game. Okay, I'll stop. I will stop, because that's too convoluted, and I don't have all the right words for it right this moment. So, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. It's y'all's turn. Hit that like, tickle to subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.